This is it, folks. Comedy Tournament Season 2.
This guy's plate, he loads that plate like he makes.
As soon as you walk in, it catches your motion. We've got 12 of the funniest clean and Christian comics from across Canada, and they're going to battle, head to head, every night. We've got 4 guys they gotta buy. They don't have to go in that first round. I gave them the golden ticket.
Okay.
After that, it goes to the semifinals and then the finals. There's only one winner. There's 12 finalists, but there's 11 losers.
It's too fast!
It's gonna be funny, it's gonna be hilarious, and there's gonna be some stress, mainly on me, because I'm doing everything.
Enjoy.
It's exciting. My name is Leland Klassen, and the comedy tournament is my baby. I started this a couple years ago. I started looking for clean and Christian comics across Canada. I want everyone to see that's spelled incorrectly.
Hey.
Luckily, I sent my own tickets. Otherwise,
Suck it up, Leland. I'm Cleto. The last thing you want as a comedian is for your microphone to go out.
Let me explain to you what's going to be happening a little bit. I'm going to be positive about it. That's what I was going to say. Because I'm not going to be negative. I won't be negative.
Is this thing on? Oh, of course not. How about...
Sound like I'm at Wendy's. Burger.
It's like one of those...
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that, yeah. Leland Klassen, everybody. Leland Klassen.
Okay.
Oh.
Before the tour started, I was saying to people, hey, if the tour goes great, hey, great. But if it doesn't go great, hey, it makes good TV. Ha, ha, ha. And now it's like, It just kind of kept building into this thing, and now we're in our second season, and I'm looking forward to it because the talent pool is really good.
I'm Will Twynstra, also known as Velaguardo de Ricardo Paco Pancho Francisco Torres Miguel Juan Valdez O'Brien.
Will Twynstra, we've got some history. He was in the first comedy tournament, and he was the guy that came out and just nailed it. It was some of the funniest stuff I'd seen. I was going to move into the finals immediately. He was that good.
Yeah, my cats are great. You know, they're wonderful. I love the way they groom themselves, and then, you know, how they sleep all day. And then at 2 a.m. they decide, hey, you know what? This is a great time to throw up. Yeah. And it's never a quick job either. No, cats, it's like takes 2 to 3 minutes to get done. It's never on the tile. No. They pick the nice white plush staircase, the third step from the bottom.
I got into comedy about 5 years ago, loved it my whole life, always wanted to get on stage in front of people.
And then he told me he wrote it in 7 days.
The controversy, tournament 1, was that there's no possible way that I could have written that material in a week, which I did.
There's no way. Will, if you're listening, I still don't believe it. There's no way you wrote that 7 minutes in 7 days. It's impossible.
And then Leland says, come back next week to Curtis, write another 10 minutes, and I bombed because I stuck in quadratic equation.
When a woman says 5 minutes, it's never just 5 minutes, is it? No, there's actually an aquatic and...
Anyway, I didn't advance him because of that, but I know he's a funny dude, and he's going to be bringing it. I know he is.
I think I'm going to do great. I've been looking forward to doing my set.
He'll wait till 7 days before the competition, and then he'll write all his material then. But he's going to kill it.
My last name's actually Twynstra. Twynstra's a Dutch name. Yeah, because I totally look Dutch, don't I? The blonde hair, blue eyes, just give it away, don't they? Yeah. No, I needed photo ID just to get into my own family reunions. It's true. My Uncle George would be at the door going, yeah, it says Twynstra, but pretty sure it's a fake, son, you know? I'd have to throw him some black licorice just to let me in. Yeah. But the Dutch family reunion, they're a lot of fun, very entertaining. If you get the opportunity to go to one. Just a word of advice. Take an umbrella, because that is one phlegmy language. I'd go into there and everybody'd be like, hoef de hout, de friet, de huuf, de hief, de schief, de frat, de hief, de hoef, de fruit. I'm like, okay, Oma, I love you. Chill out, all right? My cousin, she was deaf. She would do sign language with a spray bottle. It's good to see you.
My name is Wayne Dahl, and I'm from Abbotsford, British Columbia.
Wayne Dahl won't ever let me finish sentences. That's why I've allotted this space right now, so I can at least finish the sentence without him interrupting me with some crazy joke or some crazy impression.
I am so nervous. I'm dealing with a topic that I think could make people uncomfortable, but that's a whole part of the bit.
Wayne Dahl leads the pastorate where my wife and I go. It's like a little church small group thing. He's like the leader of it. He's like a spiritual mentor.
I asked him if he had any prayer requests one night, and he said, pray for this comedy tournament. I'm like, comedy tournament? Hey, how about me?
I didn't just go based on that, like, oh, he's really funny when we're talking about Genesis. That's not why I have him in.
I'll be singing, I'll be doing some dancing, I'm a Mennonite.
I had him come out to one of the comedy tournament things, and he killed it. He did a great job. So I was like, I'm gonna give this guy a shot, and that's all he needs is a shot, and he's gonna mess it up in a good way.
My strategy for the entire contest is not to wet my pants on stage.
Good luck to him, but at the same time, ha! I got my sentence finished.
Can I say that?
Sure.
You know, Alberta, I'm excited to be here. And because growing up, going to Sunday school as a kid, I'm wondering if you all had the same problem I did. I thought Jesus was from Alberta. Did anyone else have this problem? No? Just me? I mean, you know, the flannel graph, and then the verse always came out, Jesus died for you and me on that cross in Calgary. What? Calgary? I remember taking a pilgrimage to Calgary and looking around, where, no.
My name is Heather Ashby, and I hail from Huntsville, Ontario.
Heather Ashby is funny.
My comedy pertains to being a mom and a wife, and some of my job, and a little bit of bathroom challenged.
She blew me away the first time I saw her. She came out to one of the comedy tournament things, and she told this story, and it was just like, where have you been? Where did you come from? She lives up in like the north. She's like a hill person or something.
A lady through my church asked me to come and do some stand-up for a Ladies' Day Off event, and I was game. I said, sure, I can do that.
Heather Ashby, she's funny. She's funnier than me. That's why I don't hang out with her much.
I'm just hoping I come out and I do my best that I can do.
Yeah, I do my skinny jokes. She does her fat jokes. It just doesn't fit.
That sounds so stupid.
Maybe we can both get together and do medium-sized jokes.
My oldest daughter, a few years ago, decided she wanted to get her belly button pierced and decided Mommy should go with her. Oh, yay, we'll make it a 2-for-day. I looked at her and I said, honey, you played with balloons when you were a little girl. Do you remember what happens when you pop them? I don't need a hole. I don't need to hook up to the dinner table. Lord knows I have enough trouble pushing away now. I said, you get the belly ring and I'll get the onion rings and we'll have a great day.
My name is Dan Taylor, and I'm from Edmonton, Alberta.
Dan Taylor was the last comic to get in on the comedy tournament.
I needed a hobby, and comedy was cheaper than golf.
I had actually had somebody else who was picked.
I heard about the comedy tournament through another contestant, actually. I was working with Brian Work at a place in Edmonton, and he told me about it, and then I emailed Leland, and he got back to me, and here I am.
He's funny, he's smart, he's definitely had some stage experience. He's super comfortable on stage, too comfortable. He looks like he's there to stay.
If I was to describe my comedy, I would describe it as I tell jokes. I have a serious answer for this.
He can bring what I've seen him bring to the stage, and he's the unknown. The other comics, they know a lot of the other ones, but they don't know Dan Taylor because he's so new.
I spent a lot of time in college studying the prophets, and all of the prophets were performance artists and people who used words and imagery to jar people and make them view the world differently. And if I can do that by getting people to laugh at themselves, laugh at situations, laugh at the world a little bit, I think that's a good thing. So that's kind of what I try to do.
So you're calling yourself a prophet?
Yes. No. Maybe.
He's going to surprise a lot of people. He's going to be a contender.
My doctor told me recently that I had to lose 50 pounds, which was shocking to me, not a surprise to anyone else. Very shocking to me. So I've been watching a lot of The Biggest Loser, because that's what you do when you don't want to do stuff. Watch other people do it. But I've been learning a lot. I've learned that fat people cry a lot from that show. But it's a very specific kind of crying. It's all of the skinny people gather around and yell at the fat people until they cry. So in essence, The Biggest Loser is exactly like my elementary school. I didn't lose any weight, I just lost confidence.
My name is James MacNeil. I live in Chatham, Ontario.
James MacNeil, man, he's come a long way from when I first found him. He was good. I could see the potential there.
I went to go to a comedy event in Chatham. Leland Klassen was performing, and ended up meeting him in the lobby. And my wife said, "Hey, guess what? My husband thinks he's funny."
This guy grows in his art, in his craft. He's going to be a funny dude.
I've always been told you're kind of a funny guy. Grew out of being the new guy a lot as a kid. It was like a defense mechanism, not getting punched in the face so much. You can get, if you get them laughing, there's less choking going on.
James is a wordsmith. He crafts the words in funny ways. You hear him talk even when he's not on stage, and he's just got the right mix of words that is just like he's hilarious.
I'm a father of 5. I work as a funeral director.
The problem that he has is that he just keeps talking. He doesn't take any breaks in between, and I've really been working with him to say, listen, you need to let the audience have a chance to laugh, and it's that whole rhythm and timing thing.
I can just start talking and then continuously talk and talk and talk and talk, and then I'm done. And what happens is people are trying to laugh, but I've been learning to take breaths and take gaps.
And once he starts doing that on a consistent basis, he's going to be a really solid actor.
I've got an uncle, he's 5 years older than me, Uncle Brian. When I was a kid, when you got an uncle that's 5 years older, he's super cool, right? Because he's not a grown-up, but he's still a kid and he's cool. But he's one of these guys, he kind of peaked out at about 18 and a half or so. And we're both grown-up men now. But, he's got a lot of forehead like I do, but he still kind of rocks the mullet in the back here. He's got his, REO Speedwagon tour shirt from '81, still rocks that heavily. And he used to have a Fiero. Remember what a Fiero was? Yeah. Remember they were cool for about 10 minutes, long time ago. He still has the Fiero. Well, he sold the engine years ago for a computer course he was taking, and it's kind of parked on blocks beside his parents' house where he's currently living. But we're praying for him. He was telling me about this really significant job interview he was going to. He got the acid wash jacket on, his good Crocs. He just kind of he's going to take that by storm. If he gets into 7-Eleven like he's planning to, he's going to turn that thing upside down.
My name is Brian Work. I am from Red Deer, Alberta.
Brian K. Work, I've known him for years and years. I used to work with him all the time, and he was juggling and doing things like that.
I heard about the comedy tournament through Leland Klassen. He's a good friend of mine and invited me to join.
I think Brian's in the contest just as a favor to me. I was like, you want to do it? And he was like, sure. I think what he meant, or what he thought I meant was, will you please do it? I need you badly. And he was like, sure.
I'm originally from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. Oh yeah, gotta like that. I was driving out listening to Saskatchewan Talk Radio, and they were saying, tonight, we're celebrating the lives of people who live the Saskatchewan dream. I heard that, I thought, what is the Saskatchewan dream? Making enough money to move to Alberta? I don't know.
If I were to describe my comedy, I would say it's dismal.
He's funny, and he's gonna give these guys a real run for their money.
I discovered early in life that I had a very low self-esteem, so I decided I should get into comedy.
Brian will say a joke, and then he'll go, and he'll kind of give his own laugh to it. So depending on his laugh to it, that's how good. That's how you know how good of a joke it is. If it's a and he keeps going, whoa, that's a good joke. If it's just a little, he's not bringing his A game.
I was up in northern Alberta, strange town names up there. Drove through Valley View. You would think that for a town called Valley View, you would either have a valley or a view. At least Fairview's honest. How's the view? Fair? So I don't care what part of Canada you come from. It's neat to be Canadian. I love being from Canada. I absolutely love it. Although there are some things that Canadians do poorly. For example, we make some of the world's worst TV commercials. Here's one. Saw it in Saskatchewan. It was for the Saskatchewan Council to keep our schoolyards green. Idiots that wrote the commercial thought that a really good slogan would be this: let's put grass back in our schools.
My relationship with the host, the producer, the talent coordinator, the executive producer, the director, that's usually 5 different dudes. But not on the comedy tournament. We got a dude that's like, he's jealous of Oprah or something, because he's like, I'm everyone, man. It's all in me. But it can't really all be in him, because he don't weigh but 135 pounds. How you gonna be 6'9" weight? Okay, it's Leland. Leland Klassen. He's my boy.
I met Leland, was it 2001? At a comedy convention, and he did very well, and we were just talking after. I was like, dude, you're so good at what you do. And he said, thanks, this is my first time in your country, do you have any money?
So this is going to be great. So I'm going to get all these talented Canadian comedians in one place, and then I'm going to lock them in there so they don't keep taking work from me.
He drives the van, he rents the van, he changed the oil in the van, he changed the flat tires in the van. He does it all. That's my best friend, though. His name is Leland Klassen. He put all this together. I love Leland.
I thought we were tight. I mean, you don't have to, like, claim favorites. You can just, we're all good friends.
I really wish I could do this interview without being interrupted by Thor Ramsey.
I've been asked if I was Leland Klassen on many occasions. I've gotten, at one festival I was billed as Daren Streblow, the Canadian sensation.
Apparently, I can't have my spotlight without Thor Ramsey feeling like he got to come in and be part of my spotlight. And he wonders why I say he instigative, why I say he is a troublemaker, why I say he's supposed to sit in time out as a grown man.
I always get this question too when people find out I'm Canadian. They're like, oh, do you speak French? And because I grew up in Western Canada, we took French in school, but we took it from other Western Canadians who had taken it from other Western Canadians who had, by the time my teacher talked, it might as well have been a dead language. We didn't know how to speak it, you know what I mean? Sitting in class, okay, everybody repete after me. Discotheque.
La discotheque. La discotheque. That's right. That means the discotheque. Seriously, I know no French at all. My teacher didn't know either. You could tell, right? It's like, by the way, for tomorrow, don't read ahead. Don't read the quattro, quatre. Don't read quatre chapter. Just stick with the troisième chapter. Okay, ce soir. Bonsoir, everybody. S'il vous plaît, tomorrow.
My name is Joel Jeffrey. I'm from Saskatoon.
Joel Jeffrey is...
I got into comedy through a friend of mine in Kelowna when I was working in radio out there. I got on for a Pro-Am charity fundraiser on stage for the first time and bombed, and decided that this was something that I wanted to do regularly.
There's not a lot of clean comics out there, so as soon as he was clean, I was like, who is this guy? And I got talking to him, and the next thing you know, it's like, yeah, no, he's a fit for our clean and Christian comedy competition.
I was on a mini tour with Matt Falk and with Heather Ashby, and Johnny Mack came out for a few of the shows too. It was a lot of fun. These are some weird people on this tour.
Joel Jeffrey intimidates me a little bit because he's my height, and I don't often get that. And then he got a really deep voice, and it's kind of scary. It's like if I had a big brother that would beat me up all the time, it would be Joel.
My strategy for the tournament is to intimidate as many of the competitors before the show through threat of physical violence, to creep them out as much as possible, and bribery of the judges. And then I might try and be funny as well.
He's newer, but he's very solid. You can tell he's had a lot of stage experience. He's got to work out a lot of his material, and he's a super solid actor.
But the whole concept of spanking your kids is pretty weird. Because you know as a parent there's going to be an expiry date on that where it's not going to hurt anymore, and it's going to be an awkward talk. And I can tell you how it went exactly with me and my dad. I said, Dad, I'm 27. Why are we doing this? And maybe Walmart isn't the best venue to be spanking me right now. You're making a scene. This is embarrassing. I don't have any kids, but if I ever have a son, I'm going to name him Waldo. That way, when he goes missing, the search for him will be that much more fun. I don't have kids, but I actually wrote a book on parenting. It was 1 page long. It said, run. As a comedian, we're on the road. We don't always have time to get to church on Sunday, but I got to go this past Sunday, and it was quite refreshing. They had the 2 to 4-year-olds come out and sing a song as a choir, and everyone thought they were really cute, but they were off key, so I booed them. I'm not going to lie for you guys in church. That's a sin. You want to get applause? Get better. That's as simple as that. That's how that goes.
I'm Tammy. I'm from Ottawa.
Tammy Neely was a late addition to the comedy tournament. I was in Ottawa when I saw her. She came out and did a great job.
I'm a screenwriter. I've written mostly comedy for television, and I thought it'd be fun to try stand-up.
Tammy was on the mini tour and was sick the entire time. In fact, the only time I've ever seen Tammy, she's been sick. So I'm not even sure I know the real Tammy, because the Tammy I know is just...
My strengths as a comic would probably be that I have a background in writing comedy, and my weaknesses would probably be that I don't have a background in performing stand-up comedy.
So I begin to, work with her a little bit. We got to go on that little mini tour as well and do some stuff, and I thought she really came a long way.
I haven't done much stand-up outside of this tournament at all. I'm just going in to have some fun.
If Tammy Neely is at her very, very best, if she has the kind of show that I think she's capable of, she's got a shot at surprising some people and pulling off a win or two.
So I love online shopping, and I think that it's the quickest way to meet psychos. Craigslist and Kijiji. Some people are crazier than others. One of the craziest ads I've seen is when a couple's going through a really bad breakup and they post each other up for sale on Craigslist. You seen those? I actually pulled one such ad off of Craigslist. A husband posted his wife for sale online. Lots to love. Should have lots of energy as she's never worked a day in her life. Below average intelligence, however, is a soap opera trivia buff. Would excel in a management position, requiring her to tell others what they're doing wrong and how stupid they are. She likes to try new things like nose jobs, facelifts, and liposuction. The price is negotiable and includes 3 dogs, 2 cars, and a mountain of criticism. Dogs, $1,000. Cars, $50,000. Getting her out of my life, priceless.
Next time on Leland Klassen's Comedy Tournament, meet the judges, Thor Ramsey, Daren Streblow, and Hampton. See you there.